Welcome to DIY for Homeowners.
We're mother-daughter projects.
I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Ryobi 18-volt battery-powered or hybrid soldering station.
And we want to thank the Home Depot for sponsoring today's project. So the first thing I want to talk about is Mom just said this is hybrid, and if you haven't had a hybrid tool before, I want to show you what that looks like. So this is a hybrid tool. It can either be plugged in through battery or it can be plugged in through a wall outlet. And we're going to be using battery because, you know, we're big fans. Before we test this and show you how it actually works, we're gonna just take a kind of a quick look at the device right here. So the first thing you're gonna notice, the soldering gun right here, and it has a nice little stand to hold it, which is great when it's turned on, because if you've ever used a solder gun, you know it gets hot. This is a great place to store it when it's heating up and not in use. And then there's a sponge that it comes with. We've already gotten the sponge wet right here, but this sponge is to clean off your solder, the tip of the solder gun. And speaking of the tip here, it comes with two tips. This is the second one, and a little place to hold them all. And it really is easy to take this apart and change out the tips. You just take that off, take this one off, put this one on, and you're ready to go. And then you just secure this. Power it on right here. So you actually push it. You can kind of hear a noise when you push it, and that will turn it on. You'll see a light turn on, and then you just adjust this switch right here, and the switch will adjust the temperature that it's set at. And then on the bottom it has nice little grips so it can grip to your surface, and then there's a place to ground yourself if you're doing some computer work and electrical in there. So that is how the tool works. Once you have your solder station, the next thing is you need solder. So Mom, can you tell us about that?
Well, solder is actually the stuff that's going to connect the parts that you're soldering together. And there are two types. There's plumbing solder, which is this right here, and it's a thicker diameter. And then there's electrical, which is a lot thinner. There's also leaded and not leaded solder. The leaded, of course, is very toxic and needs to be used in a well-ventilated area. The non-leaded can be used indoors, but still needs ventilation. Now, the temperature that you set this on is dependent on the kind you use. From what I've read is the non-leaded needs the higher temperatures and the leaded needs the lower temperatures. So if you're using solder, you probably already know which type you use and what temperature you need to use.
And we're gonna try this out in just a second, but I do wanna say we are not professionals at this at all. We are just showing you kind of a first look of us trying it out, but always do your research before you do anything like this, and read the manual. We have read this manual. Mom did some highlighting of the tool, so we always make sure to read all of that before we get started, and we recommend you do too. We got this tool sent to us this quarter for the Home Depot Perspective campaign, and I was really excited because I actually have an exact use for this tool. I have a motion activated light. I'm gonna grab it right here. You're like, what is this? So this broke. This is my backyard, and a tree limb happened to fall right on this where my motion activated light was. And so this broke off, and then the parts that were soldered together broke off as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to repair this, and if we can't repair it, it's fine. I have some more, but we thought this was a great use to try out the solder gun. So the first step is I'm gonna plug it in here, and again, I'm just gonna plug in the battery. There we go. And then I'm going to turn on the gun, and we're going to be using electrical solder, and it's lead free, so we need to have it at the higher temperature here. So I got that turned on, and we'll wait for that to heat up. There's a light here. When it turns green, that's how we know that it's ready, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the first step is these wires need to be cut a little bit. So Mom is going to, or stripped, need to be stripped. So Mom's gonna strip the wire a little bit.
They're very tiny, but so we'll see if this will work.
And she's just using a wire stripper for that.
Yeah.
She's going to...
If you don't have one of these in your workshop, you should.
We tried to get an actual picture of us soldering, but as you can see, my hand was in the way. So you can see this is the first one that I got finished. And then I did the other one with my hand in front of the camera, and this is the second one. So hard to get a picture, but we did it. Off camera, we decided to put the light back together and to see if it worked. And let's see, can we get it to motion activate? Boom, it lights up. So we should have recorded our reaction, but we were very excited off camera when we realized that it worked. Because why?
Because I had absolutely no expectations that this was going to work. I was not confident at all.
I got 2 of these for like $25, so it was worth trying to fix.
Yes, it
I
was,
mean, because
yes.
otherwise it had no purpose. And so now I can put it back in my backyard, and when I go out there and it's dark, these will turn on. So
Yes.
that's great. Yeah.
So it came in very handy.
This is a great tool for these kind of weird things that you might need around the house. So I'm really glad we have this. I'm assuming there's going to be other projects that we just realize, oh, this is a great tool to
Perfect
have.
for this.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know, these electrical projects are near and dear to my heart because as a kid in 4-H, I did this. So I love seeing old technology brought into the 21st century. Who would have thought, you could take this to wherever you need it rather than having to stand right there where an outlet was. So it's pretty cool. So we would love to hear how you all use a soldering iron.
Yes.
Are you doing circuit boards? Are you making extension cords or rewiring a lamp?
Are you fixing weird outdoor lights that break?
Let us know because we'd love to know. We'd love to share with the community how you're using a solder iron.
Yes. And if you like this project and want to see more from us, be sure to visit us at motherdaughterprojects.com and subscribe right here on YouTube. Click the bell and you'll be alerted to all our new projects. So,
We're gonna go with that.
what?
That.
Is that good?
Seemed like a lot of rambling. And
Okay.
I gotta silence my watch. It just dinged.